Hello, everybody. This is Taiwanda Bason, the border breaking specialist, here with another episode of World Border Breakers, Lifestyles, and Cribs Abroad. Thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us. If you guys are tuned in now, make sure that you share the broadcast to let people know that we're here. And also remember, if you have any questions or comments, jot those down in the comments section, and we'll try to answer some of those at the end of the broadcast. Now, today, for our special guest for Lifestyles and Cribs Abroad, we have Sherese Faulkner joining us. Welcome, Sherese.
Yes. Hi. Hello. How are you? Thank you again for inviting me on this and on your platform and getting like a good like this is good. This is good to highlight just black foreigners living over here in Asia, especially Southeast Asia, because we don't get a lot of um I want to say we don't get as much attention as our Northeast Asian brothers and sisters in China, Korea, and Japan.
That is so true. Um,
Yes.
And I just want to tell the guys here that Sherese is an IT contractor, and she's also the owner and founder of Meow M30W Smooth Hair and Body Butters. Okay, so we have a business
Yes.
here too.
Yes. You know that little side hustle, you know what I'm saying?
And Therese, since you mentioned Southeast Asia, would you like to tell them exactly where you are?
I am actually located in Bangkok, Thailand.
Hmm. Okay, awesome. And so tell them what you are doing there.
Okay, so one, just a side note, I found the flip feature on my phone, so I got it. And yes, and what I do is I'm an IT contractor. For people who don't know the word contracting, meaning if you know a lot of big name contractors, for example, Boeing, Lockheed, Mantech, Khaki, those are contractors basically. So I am a specialist, an IT contractor specialist, and I work for a contracting company out here because I used to be active duty military. Then now I am a reservist, and then for my main job, since reserve is only part time military, I
Mhm.
decided to basically take my job I do in the military and found out I could do it on the outside. So I decided to do that instead. And I was living and working out in DC. So a lot of my
Mhm.
DC people, DMV, you already know what contracting means. So that's how I was able to get over here because my job is very close network. Our jobs are not really posted. It's more by word of mouth, and usually we have a nice little network. It's like, hey, Thailand's opening up, or Taiwan's opening up, or Oman's opening up. So we all like to keep each other in the loop, and that's how I found out about Bangkok, and I decided to come over here.
Okay, wow, very interesting. So that will give people something to think about
Yes.
when they're going abroad, something they can do besides teaching, because a lot of people hear a lot about teaching abroad, and so they know they want to travel,
Yes.
and but they think that's the only way that they can do it, and maybe that's not the area that they really should be.
No, I mean, I can understand if your background is in teaching, you want to get the overseas aspect of teaching, which I think is smart. But there's so many other jobs out here. If you're IT, engineering, architecture, there's so much out here, and they are hiring us over here. Like they're hiring. I know one young lady who is African American, and she's
Mhm.
in architecture out in Tokyo, Japan. So the jobs are out here for us. You just got to
Yeah.
go out there and do the work and the research to find out where they are at. And the one thing also too, maybe a lot of people, not maybe, I know a lot of people who come over here to teach just so that they can get their foot in the door, stay over here legally. make a little bit of money on the side while they network and get into the field that they're more interested in, which is IT or engineering or architecture or art or
Mm-hmm.
whatever their background is.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, so that's good information, you guys. You heard that from Sherese. So look for other things that are in your specific area. You can find something, and whereas some of you are having a hard time finding jobs back in the USA, or maybe
Right.
in your home country, you can find one probably easily in another country, like where she is in Thailand.
Yes. Thailand is very open to hiring a lot of black people. Like now granted, you will get, I'm not saying that they're completely like, a-okay, because you do have those instances where I've had friends show me messages from different schools asking them, oh no, we're looking only for white teachers or, white employers. And that's
Yeah.
all across the board, not just in Asia, it's even back home in the West as well too. It's just that they can't really state it. You know what I'm saying? Over here in Asia, they can. They can say we only want a white teacher. We're looking only for a white teacher. So
Exactly.
there are times when my friends have run into that obstacle. So it does happen.
Mhm. Exactly. That's a good point to bring out there. And like you said, back home, they have to sometimes be more subtle because of the laws and things we have in,
Yeah,
but they don't have that like in a lot of other countries. So,
right.
okay, okay, awesome. Now, do you want to tell them how long you've been there?
I have been in Thailand for the last 3 years, and I have another two more to go. Since I'm a contractor, I'm my job is based on contracts. So my first contract, 3 years ended up. I had the option last month, April 19th, so a couple weeks ago, to
Hmm.
go to another location or go back to the States. But I decided to so I decided to extend my contract because it was offered to me for 2 more years. So I'm here for another 2 more years. And who knows? I don't know where it goes from there. I don't know if I want to stay here, maybe go somewhere else. But I've known people, other contractors, for example, like Lockheed Martin, the huge contracting company over here. Um, and well, it's an American contracting company. But there's a lot of people working over here under Lockheed, and they've been over here for 20 plus years, married, families, everything. So I feel like contractors, we have more. I feel like flexibility with how long we can stay in one place. We kind of have more control of
Hmm.
where we want to stay and pick and choose and where we want to go. So I do like that freedom of being a contractor.
Okay, okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. And I just want to remind our viewers if they have any questions, which I'm sure they'll have for you, but you're sharing like
Right.
so much information with us. Guys, make sure you jot down your questions or comments in the comment section, and we'll try to get to some of those at the end of the broadcast.
Yes.
Okay. So, Sharice, you want to go ahead and maybe start showing us some of your awesome apartment?
Oh, you guys want to see that? Okay, hold on. Let me get up. So I finally found the flip screen on my phone. So I recently moved into a two bed, two bath duplex. Meaning duplex, of course, I got to break it down for some people because I didn't even
Yeah.
know what the hell it was. But it's basically like a two-story apartment, 70 square meters. Before I was living in a one-story, one bed, one bath condo, and it was huge. Like, don't get it twisted, it's very huge, but depending on your allowance or if you get a housing stipend, it really depends on what you're offered when you come over here. Since I got hired through an American contracting company, all my costs are covered. So already have a housing stipend, I have a utility stipend, I have a cell phone stipend, I have all these stipends included. And I get paid in American dollars. I do not get paid in Thai baht. That means I do not have to pay the Thailand taxes. Now,
Wow.
granted, I am American, so I still have to file my taxes. You know what I'm saying? And I still have
Yeah.
to pay taxes in America. That's one thing a lot of people need to consider as well too. If you are working for a Thai company or maybe like a Thai headquarters, like Agoda, for example, is the headquarters is out here in Bangkok. FYI, for people
Okay.
who did not know. But since you're working for a huge international company, sometimes some of those international companies, if you are an American citizen, I can only speak for Americans, sometimes they will make you pay Thai taxes, and you have to pay your American taxes as well. So you have to, double tax your income. So that's something to consider as well if you're looking to work abroad. If you are American, sometimes they will double tax you. So it's FYI. If you want to be double taxed, hey, if you're cool with it, you making the bank, you can. For me, I'm not paying local taxes because I'm not a local. I feel like I'm not obligated to, and I got hired through an American company, so I'm only paying American taxes. So that's my opinion.
Okay. Do they have a choice then to whether they want to or not? Or
Well, with Americans coming over here working either for State Department, military, contracting, no, hands down, you're not paying Thai taxes. Just point blank, period, because you're getting paid, through whichever company or government agency that you came over here with. Yes. So that right there, you're good. The only thing you have to worry about is your American taxes. And usually, if you're abroad working overseas, they don't tax you. You do have the option to choose on. I know for contractors, we have the option to choose to not get taxed. And then when taxes come up every year, we depends on how much you make, you do have to owe taxes. But most of the time, you do not. So that's
okay.
one thing to consider as well too. But it depends on international companies like IBM, Agoda, or even a lot of these local companies that are looking for foreigners, like for example, DTAC, which is a huge cell phone provider over here in Asia, and AIS and True. Yes, you do have to pay Thai taxes,
Okay.
and American taxes because that is a local, Thai phone or Asia phone brand Thai company.
Hmm.
It depends on the international ones. I don't know. I don't know. But
Okay.
that's something to look into. And if you ever get hired or get an interview, that's something to ask. That's
Yeah.
really something to ask.
Definitely something. Okay, now we're ready to see your beautiful apartment. I'm just looking at your lights and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the phone and I'm gonna let
Okay.
you guys see my place. Okay, so this is my place right here. This is my living room area. I literally just moved into this place less than 2 months ago. So, excuse the mess or whatever you see. But this is my living room. That right there is the SkyTrain or the BTS right here, right in front of my living room window. This is
Mhm.
the view from my living room window. These are how big they are. They go
Wow.
from floor to ceiling, or floor to ceiling. Sorry, I meant to say
My
ceiling to floor.
goodness.
Yeah,
Nice.
so this is the view. I actually live on the other side of the river,
Hmm.
and I know you can't really see because they're reflective of the lights in the back, but I do have a view of one of the Wat Aran temples over here. They're building a lot of condos to get in the way, so that's becoming a little annoying. But other than that, I do have a good view. I live right outside of public transportation of the
Hmm.
SkyTrain, so I'm literally like a 20-second walk from Wanwanyai BTS station.
Hmm.
Um, this is my couch, decorations. This is my TV and everything. As you can see, I drink a lot of beer. I am a beer
I
enthusiast.
like the lights.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I actually got these lights online, but you can get them at any market. They're lights. You can get them anywhere.
Hmm.
They're actually called firefly lights. Really, really small, very,
Hmm.
very, very detailed lights. So FYI, if you're looking for lights, they're called firefly lights.
Okay.
And then I got this lamp made at a southern Thai village. They actually make these lamps handmade. They're gorgeous, and I got this. It's supposed to bring many good blessings and into your home. You don't let it touch the ground.
Hmm.
You're supposed to keep it off the ground
Hmm.
because the Thais are very most Thais are Buddhists, so they like to keep very clean. Like basically, the bottom is considered like your feet very dirty. That's why it's very bad
Yeah.
to it's disrespectful to show them the bottom of your feet. And they can one thing I do like about living in Thailand though in Southeast Asia, they can't touch your hair. They cannot touch your They cannot. They can't. The reason why is because, like I said, most of them are Buddhist. Most of them,
Mhm.
not all of them. And the top of your head is considered the cleanest part of your body. So they will not touch it. Now, one thing I do like, now granted, I've had in the last 3 years about two Thai people who I know personally, ask to touch my hair. So they will ask first. They won't go up and just touch it and grab it and pull it. They do ask, and they're like, I just like they're just so fascinated, especially if you have dreads or if you're very natural, braids, whatever. They will ask. So I've only had that happen to me with two Thai people that I actually know. So everything else they just stare at. But anyway, go on to the back of the house. This is my front door, work badge and stuff. All right here. I usually just buy those little hooks. You can like kind of just use like tape or whatever and tape it up to your place, and that's where I hang all. That's my SkyTrain. What's it called?
A
I
card?
guess key card. Yeah, like a key card where you beep in, you put money on it, you beep in, go in and out between the stations. This is my guest bathroom right here on the first floor. Yes. Kitchen. I love my kitchen because it has 4 stovetops. You do not see that very often over here in Thailand, or really in Bangkok. I mean, you do see it, but like it's in places that cost like over $2,000 per month to rent. And yeah, and those are the ones that are they're huge. They're bigger. This place is small compared to a lot of my government coworkers, the ones who actually are State Department, who are government, not contractors, because it's two different things. So I got a 4-eye. I love to cook. As you can see, my fridge right here. I have a full fridge. I love to cook. Yes, I love to cook.
Wow, you have a lot of food.
I do. I love to eat and I love to entertain. I always have cooking parties at my place. So I love to entertain. I love to cook all types of food. I have so much. I have my rice cooker up there, have my juicer, my lunchbox. Like, I just love cooking. It's like my favorite thing. And then I have fresh mint leaves in my sink because they're getting watered. So I gotta let the water drain. I have a fresh aloe vera plant. I love plants. I have an orange tree outside on my balcony, so we'll go out there first. So this is my living room and my kitchen. There's a puzzle on the table because I love puzzles. I love doing puzzles.
Yes, I was wondering the colors. I love the colors in your apartment. Like, it's so neat. Everything.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so a lot of apartments in Thailand, or just in Bangkok in general, but I know it's in Thailand too, because I have friends who live all the way up from Chiang Mai to Phuket. And a lot of places already come fully furnished. You can get places that are fully furnished, semi-furnished, or not furnished at all. And you can just get your own furniture if you want to. So my place came fully furnished, but the rug and all the decorations is mine.
Okay.
And the pillows. And a lot of the pillows are mine, and the baskets and stuff like that. All that is mine. But everything else came with the place. This is my balcony. I don't want to go outside because it's a little loud. I do have like a little, what's it called, bamboo sort of thing in the front of my balcony door. And of course, I have my clothes hanging outside because it's hot here. They don't believe in dryers. You hang your clothes outside. And also, too, a lot of apartments or condos do have washers. So there's my washing machine. It's brand new. Still has the cover on it.
Okay.
And so yes, so a lot of places automatically come with the washing machine. If your place doesn't come with it, then there's a communal area where you can wash your clothes. There's always a place to wash your clothes, so you ain't got to worry about that. And we will go up the stairs. I have stairs. I live in a duplex. And I know. Oh, there's more. This place is amazing with storage, but I have more beer bottles. I love beer. I'm trying to collect a lot of beer bottles. This is the upstairs of my place. Sorry, it's dark. Let me turn on the hall light. Okay. So this is my bathroom, my full bathroom with a shower, toilet, all that stuff. This is the what's it called? Shower. My old place have a bathtub. So a lot of places do have bathtubs, but my new place does not. So it's okay though. It's all right. I'm not too sad about it. And this is my bedroom. Excuse the mess. I'm very personal with my bedroom. This is my bedroom right here. I have a nice queen size bed. It's very comfortable. I have a TV in here as well too. A lot of
Mhm.
storage in here too. Closet. I'm not going to open that. I got a nice night view. And then, oh, here's some of my products. Like Tawanda mentioned earlier, I am the founder and creator of Meow Meow Smooth Butters.
Mhm.
And the reason why I have the M30W is because it's my line ID. So I took my line ID
Oh,
and just kind of went with that because a lot of people know me by Meow Meow over here. They don't really like whenever I introduce myself, whenever we have like, events over here, a lot of
mhm.
people will ask me, "Oh, what's your name?" I'm like, "Oh, Sherese." They're like, "Who?" I'm like, "Meow Meow." They're like, "Oh, you're Meow Meow." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Meow Meow." So a lot of people just know me as that. So I just kind of took in that and just went along with it and started creating my own shea butters, almond butters, and it's called Smooth Butters. And it's hair and body butters. It's the reason why for a black cat is because one, I did have a black cat. His name was Jupiter, so he was the
Mhm.
you know, mascot of my brand, but also too, I also think I'm a black cat as well. Is why I call myself Meow Meow. So, but also too, I notice, and I'll get back to my business thing later. So I'll just keep going on with my place. Let me take a
Okay.
couple of these oils and butters and things. And as you can see, my place has a lot of storage. It even has a whole desk right here in front of the window. Nice view of my bedroom. Yes, and then storage up here, storage up here, storage up here. It's a storage everywhere. And then there's also AC in each individual room. So I have a two bedroom. This is basically the guest bedroom
Mhm.
right here. I just had someone leave my place, so actually he did a good job cleaning it up. So I'm very proud of him. But I had a friend who actually lives in the Maldives. He is
Mhm.
also another black American who lives in the Maldives, and he
Mhm.
is setting up a resort over there.
Wow.
So that's why I said the opportunities are here. It's just people actually need to do the work to
Yeah.
do that. And here's a closet. Like I said, this is my basically guest bedroom. I just put suitcases and stuff in here. Another plant, more storage up here. I don't put nothing in here. Like I said, it's the guest bedroom, so I just keep it very empty. And this is my hallway, and this is the so you can either go to the ninth floor or the 10th floor. So this is the 10th floor there, just in case this is the hallway.
Okay. So you
Okay,
have
so
two different entrance doors.
yes, yes, I do. So I can enter from the 10th floor or the ninth floor. So I have two entrances if I have a duplex.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we will head back downstairs.
Okay.
And I like how there's lights on the stairs because I am clumsy as hell at nighttime trying to get down these stairs. But yeah, this is my place, and there's more closet space over there. I'm not going to open that 'cause that's where keep a lot of shoes and extra bags and
Mhm.
stuff. And this is it. Yeah, and at nighttime, it gets even better. Hold on, I just got to. This is the vibe nighttime in my place. Like I said, I don't keep my place this fully bright
Mhm.
um, at all because I'm a very low key type of person. I just like to chill and just relax. I'll go out maybe once in a blue moon. It's not that I'm boring. It's just that I don't know. I just like to keep. I don't know. I just like to chillax. So usually I don't have all these lights on. I just
Mhm.
this is the vibe of my place. Very
Ooh.
relaxed, very
Nice.
chilled. Yes.
Oh, nice. Really
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you. This is the vibe. This is how I like to keep it. When I'm just, hanging out with friends. I have people
Mhm.
come over. We play Uno, we play spades, we fight. But other than that, or dominoes, and that's the vibe here. But I keep a very low key vibe in my place. This is how it is most of the time. And yeah, this is a tour of my place. So you can find, and this place right here costs me less than $1,000 a month. Less.
Wow. Okay.
Yes,
Wow.
I pay about maybe I want to say between 800 to 880 Um,
Whoa.
800 to $880 per month for this place.
Wow, you know what? That's less than what I was paying before I left the U.S. And I was near Nashville, but Nashville was becoming the fastest growing. Was the fastest growing city there at the time. But I was living outside of Nashville, and it was like almost 1,000, like 900 and something. With everything. So like you said, like 800 and something, and you have like the upstairs, downstairs. I just had a one bedroom, so like.
Right, and also too, I do have a little stove. Like it's not a full blown stove. It's basically like if a stove and a
Mhm,
convection oven had a baby.
mhm,
It's basically an extra large convection oven stove. This is what it looks like. Let me flip the camera. So this is what I
okay,
have as a stove, and it
mhm,
works just as good as any old stove. It's huge. Like
yeah,
I can't pull it out. Like it's really
mhm,
big. But I have, a lot of places come with microwaves.
mhm,
Um, you do have the light and the fan above the stove. I mean, I have four, which you don't. That's like I said, that's rare. Like
mhm,
I've only seen two or one, or some people just buy like one little burner or whatever. But this is
mhm.
the most I've seen. And I have a full fridge that we're used to back home. So, there are places out here for less than $1,000 that you can find very affordable and still feel like you're at home in a way.
Yeah, yeah, that's really nice. Like, thank you so much. Your
Yeah.
apartment is really cool. Like,
Thank you. Thank you so much, girl. Now, you always welcome to visit. I got a spare room.
oh, okay. And so, for you guys who may be just joining us, we have Sherese Faulkner with us, IT contractor and owner and founder of Meow 30W.
Yeah, 30. Oh, but basically, it's meow meow. Meow meow
Oh,
smooth butters. The reason why
okay.
the three zeros in there because when I came over here, I was 30 years old. Now I'm
Ah,
32. Yeah.
okay. Okay,
It's
okay.
okay. Yeah. I'd expect you to know.
Okay, and so remember, guys, if you have any questions, jot those down in the comment section, and I'm going to ask you a couple more things. So you already told us about how much your apartment is, and what about the utilities?
Utilities, it really depends on the time of year. Because, in Southeast Asia, there's only two seasons, rainy season and just hot. That's it. So, right. You already know how it is during hot season or just summer, basically, which, the AC, I'm not going to lie. I will spend 6,000 baht per month, which is almost $300 on AC alone because it's so hot here. But
Yeah,
I've kind of cut back on that because a good tip is to close your curtains and it shields out the sun.
yeah.
So that right there didn't so this last month I actually spent half of what I typically would spend on AC because I like and also it really depends on you. I'm a
Yeah.
very hot natured person.
Mhm.
Like my internal temperature is very hot anyway. Like just sitting here talking to you like I'm very hot. So and my AC is on 20 degrees Celsius. So I
Mhm.
like to be in a freezer in my place. So
Wow.
my utilities may be a little bit more than
Mhm.
somebody else, but also too, I don't have to pay for my utilities. My job pays for it.
Mm.
So, with all that being said, I have a little bit more freedom to kind of basically use how much I want,
Yeah.
really without any consequences, because my job basically pays for everything for me. A lot of people don't have that luxury, but
Mhm.
but if you ever have the opportunity to afford to have that luxury, take
Mhm.
advantage of it. And rainy season is a little more cooler, so my utility cost is looking about I want to say 2,500 baht, which is close to like maybe like 100 and something dollars, like $120 basically.
Okay.
But like I said, it really depends on you. I like to be
Mhm.
very cold in a freezer because I like to be cold. I don't like to be hot, even though I'm living in a hot country. But you know,
It's okay. Now, did you go there alone with family or friends?
No, I mean, yes, I did. I did come here alone. I'm used to living and working abroad ever since I was 19, active duty in the
Mhm.
military. But then again, when you're in the military, you're not really alone because you already have your military family.
Mhm.
So living abroad as active duty military and now living abroad civilian, it is very different. So when you're
Mhm.
military, you're not alone because you already have everything basically set up for you. You already have a checklist of in processing of where you're going and where you're based out of and everything. So you already have that community right when you get there. But
Mhm.
when you're a civilian, no, you got to find that community somewhere. Like, it's like, where are we? Oh my God. Like, it was very different. It was very hard for me to adjust to that because I've only lived abroad when I was active duty. So now coming back as a civilian, it was my first year. I hated it here.
Mhm.
And coming alone, it does get very hard. It does. But when I was living out in DC, I knew I had to leave. I did not want to stay there and
Mhm.
work the cubicle lifestyle. That wasn't my lifestyle. And this came down the line, and I said, well, let's go. Well, to myself, because I'm here by myself. So, yeah. Um, Come here by yourself, you do have to find your community and what you like. That's one thing I can say because it can get very lonely here. It can. Very lonely.
Yes, and I think that's a good thing that you brought out. Like you said, it's not your lifestyle, like the cubicle thing. It is for some people, and I know that there's someone I believe watching now about yes, mention the exact same thing that you're talking about. That they're frustrated about the cubicle life. That they are tired of it, and they're ready to go. So I think this is going to be very inspirational to them and give them hope and give them that extra, I think, push maybe to go ahead
Hopefully.
and move because they want to move like this year. So
Oh,
and
that's good.
yeah, so I think that's gonna give it to
That's
them.
good. I feel like if you're itching for something different, Asia is different. Like it's so just completely 360 from what you're used to, but in a good way. It's not in a bad way in any way, shape, or form. And I feel like a lot of people have this misconception about Asia, and Asia has misconceptions about Westerners. I think it goes both ways. But I feel like if you're ready for a change and want to do something different, do it. The only problem is a lot of people be too lazy to
Mm,
actually do the work themselves. They want
yeah.
somebody else to do it for them.
Hmm.
Nah, that's not how this works. It's not.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if you come over here through a company or whatever, because a lot of people don't know, a lot of companies do offer international positions overseas, is that people don't ask for it.
Yeah.
And
True.
so if you're working for like a really good company and like for example, I didn't know that, well, I knew a lot of contracting companies were overseas, but I only thought it was the big name ones like Lockheed and Boeing. Everyone knows those contracting companies. And if you
Yeah.
don't know, then you know the airplanes, Boeing 737s, okay? Boeing is the huge, one of the biggest international worldwide contracts. If you didn't know there was a contracting company, now you know. But anyway, I mean, I thought I had to be in one of those big top, those Titan contracting companies, but I'm actually in a very small, privately owned contracting company. So I didn't go with any big names or whatever.
Hmm.
And honestly, I love the contracting company I'm a part of. If you want to know more information about the contracting company I'm a part of, it's called DAV Force, DAV dash Force, FORCE. And they always have a lot of jobs available for maintainers, engineers, IT, communications, and also cybersecurity, network security, that sort of thing.
Hmm. Wow, wow. It
Yeah.
seems like that field, like dealing with technology and computers, is one of the, I think, like hot fields
Yes.
support all over the world because I have students from other countries who contact me because they need help with English because they're working with international clients. So, guys, if you graduate, you graduated from
I mean, it's really nice to see how many more Black people are taking advantage of going abroad. Don't matter if it's Asia, Europe, South America, whatever. I just feel like you just need to take the opportunity and see what else is out there, because there could be something better for you out there. But don't let your, insecurities or whatever hold you back, because believe me, all let me tell you, so Asia has really taught me a lot about myself, and I'm glad I came here because now I know who I am as an individual,
yeah,
and I have learned patience. Asia will teach you patience. They will teach you patience, but also too, they will teach you also who you are as an individual. And I've really come to appreciate that in the last 3 years I've been over here, and I'm just more confident in who I am as an individual and
yeah,
what I want and what I need. So that's one thing I wanted to get out of here, while living over here and working over here, was finding out who I am and being um, being uncomfortable.
yeah,
A lot of people don't like to be uncomfortable. I feel like the only way for you to be comfortable is to be uncomfortable. And
yeah,
a lot of people don't know how to get outside their comfort zone. You have to. I feel like if you want to grow as an individual, both spiritually, mentally, emotionally, career-wise, get uncomfortable.
yeah,
You have to be, because then that's when you find out who you really are and how
yeah,
you react in those type of, scenarios or situations that life throws at you.
yeah, yeah. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And once
Hmm.
you're able to put your or be not that you're putting yourself in a situation, but handle those, and you see that you've gotten past it. The next time it comes to you, you're better able to handle
Yeah,
it.
it ain't nothing. It was like, oh, this it? Okay, well, I don't already handle this. This is no problem for me. Like, you become more confident in who you are, and I'm just really glad I took this opportunity to come over here out in Asia, because I'm not gonna lie, I love it. And let me tell you something. A lot of, now, I'm not saying all Black people who come over here love it. I have heard horror stories. I have both the good and the bad and the ugly. I've heard all three, but I've heard more pros than cons. I mean, it don't matter where you live at. Hell, even back home, wherever you're from, you
Yeah,
hear, just some horrible stuff going on back home too.
yeah,
So
true.
there's not one perfect place in the world for
Yeah,
anybody, especially for Black folks.
mhm,
But you just gotta make it, you know,
yeah,
livable for you. Point blank,
mhm,
period. And that's what I've come to realize over the years of, I think I've been 12 years living abroad, and I've come
mhm.
to realize that.
Yeah, yeah, that is
Yeah.
so so true.
Yeah.
And so for those who may not know, so they may be thinking, yeah, I want to come there. How I know it won't be the same for every person, but how did you find your place?
Can you expand on that
Your
question?
your
What do you mean by
part.
my place?
How
Oh,
did
my
you find?
apartment. Oh, okay. Okay, I was making sure. I was making sure. I just want to make sure, like, I was following you. Okay, good. My place, actually, since I'm a part of the Bangkok Black group, and you can just type it in Facebook. You'll there's there's a Chiang Mai group, Bangkok Phuket group. So it's FYI. But I found my place in the Line group. Line is basically like a Asian version of WhatsApp.
Okay.
And yeah, and it's really popular over here. So of course, if you live over here and work over here, you're gonna have it. Point blank, period. Like, there's no way getting around it. There's really not. So that's who I communicate with a lot of my Thai coworkers on. Like, they'll answer Line before they answer a email. A work email. It's so funny. Yeah, that's how it is over here sometimes. But I love it. So I'm part of the Line group, and there's about almost 400 of us in this group, and it's 400 of us of the African dysphoria. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but from all types of African background, no matter where we're from. And one of the women in the group, she is half Black, half Thai, and she actually is a real estate agent out here. So I reached out to her and she found me this place. My first place, though, that I lived at my first 3 years of living over here, our HR rep flew out here, checked out some neighborhoods that was close to the compound that I work at out here in Bangkok, of the neighborhoods, and was like, hey, it's a couple of places. So when me and my coworkers flew in to get set up, our HR rep was already there. Was like, hey, okay, this is within your housing stipend allowance. There's a couple of neighborhoods, so that's how I found my first place. But this second place, since I'm more familiar with the city, more familiar with the language, I decided to, take it upon myself to move. And I just, found, one of my friends, and she helped me out here, and that's how I found this second place. And she hooked me up. I love it. I really do. I really do love it.
It's really nice. And so, speaking about loving it, can you tell us a little bit about your neighborhood?
Okay, this is what I will say. My old neighborhood, I miss it. I do. Because my old neighborhood, I knew everybody knew me. I knew them. I was like the only black female they saw, like on a regular basis. So I knew my motorbike guys, and once they start to know you, they don't charge you. They start charging you the Thai price. They don't start charging you the foreigner price, because in Thailand, unfortunately, there is a foreigner price and a Thai price, which sucks. And
Yeah.
granted, not all Thai people agree with this. So let me just put that disclaimer out there. Not all Thai people agree with this. Okay, so just FYI. But I do miss my own neighborhood, because that's where all the bars are at. And like I say, as y'all know, I love a good beer and whiskey. And that's where like a lot of the craft beer bars are at, a lot of the restaurants. Because I'm very low key. I don't really like clubs. I'm more of a bar girl. And they all knew me over there. All the bartenders. I mean, I don't know if that's something to brag about, but I loved it. And everyone at my local neighborhood market knew me. Like, I miss my old neighborhood. It's so adorable. Like, it's so cute. My new neighborhood, but one thing I didn't like about my old neighborhood, though, it's very touristy because it's on Sealam Road. It's right off the main road. So meaning that the main road is very, very touristy. It's a lot of hotels like Holiday Inn, and Red Roof Inn, and, all those hotels that you will see back home, well, at least in America. And it's very touristy. So you did see like a lot of tourists. I didn't like that because, a lot of locals, they can't tell if you're an expat or a tourist. So I would always get, hit up with, oh, hello, taxi. It's like, okay, stop. I'm not a tourist. Like, stop. Like, it got so annoying after a while. Oh, it's like so annoying. But my new neighborhood, though, I will say it's not as friendly and open that my old neighborhood was. I do miss that. And there's motorbike guys around here because, there's always motorbike, like little, like 5 to 6 of them, or like, I want to say not 5, maybe like 4 to 5 of them in like a little crew. It's kind of like basically called a motorbike gang. They have designated areas that they're in charge of. And if you're not from that motorbike gang, they don't pick you up. Facts. Like, that's how they roll out here. They don't play about their customers. But my old motorbike people in my old neighborhood, they were such sweet guys. Oh, they were oh my God, I miss them till this day. Like, I'm about to cry thinking about them. They were just so sweet, so adorable. These new motorbike guys, however, I don't like them. I do not like them, except for one. One is really nice. He's really sweet. But all the rest of them I don't care about. And my new neighborhood is okay. It's more local. There's not as many tourists, which I do like. I do like that. I'm still outside public transportation. I still have my motorbike. If I don't want to ride the motorbikes, I can just do Grab app, which is an Asian version of Uber. And my new neighborhood, it's okay, but I still like my old neighborhood better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds pretty interesting. That was pretty funny about the gang, the motorbike gang.
Oh no, they don't gang. Like, they don't play out with the motorbike gangs. They do not play with that. Unless there's no motorbike guys out there, then maybe another motorbike taxi will stop to pick you up. Because because I mean they know within their own community. Okay, like they'll look back and make sure there's nobody there before they pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's real
Okay.
out here. It's real out here. The motivation. It's real out here.
Okay, so are there any tips or tricks, which I know you've already shared like quite a few with us, any others that you'd like to share with our viewers?
If you are a Western female, and of course, if you are not within the Asian body type, then I suggest to you get your underwear, like your bras, though sometimes your panties, maybe from back home, or have family ship them to you. Now, granted, they do have Victoria's Secret over here, and
Mm,
they do like at like a lot of the major malls, like Central World, Siam Paragon, and stuff like that. They do carry Western sizes, like at H&M stores and like I mentioned earlier, Victoria's Secret and stuff. They do carry Western sizes, but they will probably be like a little bit more expensive
yeah.
than what you were used to back home. So
Mm,
if you ever get a chance to go back home, maybe like once a year or whatever, or have family mailed you, or your mom or your aunt or whoever mail you some underwear that will help you entirely, because not a lot of the underwear don't fit a lot of foreign women over here. They that's just facts. Also too, like if there's any seasonings that you're used to back home, like some adobo, some Lowry's, some Old Bay, make sure you get that before you leave, or have your family ship it to you. So like if you want like a little bit of taste of home, you got it right there in your kitchen.
yeah.
um Also, as basically anytime you go home, or if you want something from home, have family or friends ship it to you, or wait for your trip, take an empty suitcase and stuff it.
Okay.
And also, my advice too is be open minded. Be very open minded. Don't. Um, One thing I hear a lot about a lot of Black people over here that first come over here to Asia is that, oh, the stairs. Of
Oh,
course, this is something we hear all the time in the
yeah.
YouTube, Instagram. Don't matter what community, whether social media or real life, you hear it.
Yeah.
It's not stares as what you would be back home. Like if someone's staring at you, it's like, why are you staring at me? Over here, you're coming over here it's in Asia. I can only speak for Asia. You're coming over here in a very homogenous society.
Yeah.
Everybody is everyone is the same ethnic background,
Yeah.
majority of the population. So you coming over here, of course you're going to stand out and look different. They're going to stare. And it's
Mm,
not staring because they're like, oh, they hate you, or, any sort of negative, you know, what reaction, whatever. They're staring at you because they're curious. They don't know. Maybe for a lot of them, it's their first time seeing a Black person with your
mhm,
hair type, with your
yeah.
skin tone. You know what I'm saying? With your different body type. So to them, it's a lot to take in. So
Mhm,
instead of just being, an a-hole about it, or acting like you would act back home wherever you're from, be open minded. I remember me and my friend, we were down in Phuket. We were on the beach, chilling, soaking in the sun and the waves. It was a beautiful morning, and there was Chinese tourists,
mhm,
and they were just enjoying the. Basically, it was a beautiful morning. Everyone was enjoying the beach. Okay, and there was this older Chinese woman who was walking with her family, and she stopped and looked at me and my friend. And she just stopped and stared at us. And instead of getting mad, like, or defensive, like we have our
mhm,
guard up like we would be back at home, we just looked at her, waved. We just said, hey, how you doing? And once you live over in Asia, you can tell who is Chinese or Korean, because I know a lot of people can't not even decide. Heck, you have even other Asians over here that don't even know what they are. Because I even have Thai, like a lot of my Thai friends ask other Thais, you Thai? Like, 'cause they don't even know sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just us. It's them too. But like my friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but my friend was like, oh hi, and I said, oh, ni hao, and she said, oh, you guys are very beautiful. We said, oh, thank you, you're beautiful too. So it's just a simple hi or a simple smile is
Mm-hmm.
enough to open up those doors and drop those stereotypes that a lot of people, perceive about Black people.
Yeah.
And when they see us, they're not going to say anything first. They're waiting for us. And well, at least from my experience, they're waiting for us to say something. They're like, hey, I'm looking at you, but I want you to say something first. That's just how it is over here. So be open, be, courteous, just be respectful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless they're, coming at you a little aggressive, then yeah, knuck if you buck. But other than that, just be very open. Just accept you just don't let anything stick to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Unless, it's being aggressive or something happens. But other than that, if it's just a simple looking at you, they're looking at you because they ain't never seen nobody like you before, and that's just facts. It's 2019, I know, but again, you're in a very homogenous part of the world where
Mm-hmm.
it's only been them. And a
Yeah.
lot of these Asian countries just recently opened their borders. So for them, yeah, they're probably seeing white people, but Black folks, we a whole nother we're a whole nother genre. And I love that. I like how we have this mysterious, magical factor about us.
They're like, oh my goodness, did you see?
They're like, "Oh my God, what is this?" But the response has been at least in Southeast Asia and in Thailand, and I've been all over Southeast Asia, but I live in Thailand, and I will say that as far as Thais are concerned, Thai people are they're more open minded
Mm-hmm.
and they're a lot more respectful in a way from my personal experience. Now, I can't say that for everybody because I know everyone has different experiences, but for me personally, I've really enjoyed the people out here. I even have a Thai mother and father down in Phuket that I go stay with every time I go down to Phuket. And I have my own little Thai family out here that I love, love, love dearly. So if you're ever wondering about Southeast Asia, it
Yeah.
doesn't get as much hype as Northeast Asia, but I love Southeast Asia. Would I ever leave to go to any of the Northeast Asian countries? No. I would not live in Korea or China or Japan. I would stay right here in Southeast Asia. That's my personal opinion.
Yes. Actually, I love Korea. Like, but
I
I
mean, no, I'm not trying to, talk bad about Northeast Asian countries, but it's just that as far as, I've noticed a lot of Southeast Asians are more open minded and
like,
more, I don't know, because there are a lot of Southeast Asians that do look like us. And I think
yeah,
that's where it comes from because the Aborigine or like the Aboriginal Southeast Asian people or of Thailand, they're of darker skin. The
hmm,
Aboriginal people of the Philippines, they is black. Australia, they're black. So a lot of the Aboriginal people are dark skinned, black, or whatever. And so they're used to, and you even have people, locals walking down the street, just as dark as me. And you see top people with afro, same hair textures as us. So I feel like they're used to seeing our skin tones and our hair textures, but it's different when we're not one of the locals. We're a Westerner with the same features as them,
yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, I'll be a little shocked. I'm like, oh wait, hold on, wait, this is Patrick with the Afro. I'll be a little surprised as well too, just as they are surprised that they see me. So it goes both ways.
yes, yes, yes. And Thailand is a lovely, lovely place. I've
Yeah,
enjoyed every place that I go. And so, like you said, people will they'll find like similarities, and they enjoy certain things. Like before I left, I was in Chiang Mai,
oh, I
and
love Chiang Mai.
yes, and the lady taking care of the place where I was, it's almost like she became like a mother. And so as
Yeah,
I was leaving, when we were sitting together, she put her arm next to me. And so she was like saying, same, and then our face, like
yeah,
the, I have a big face, but it's
girl,
funny.
me, you both.
Two are the same, like me and her are the same. So
Yeah,
yeah, just find people like all over. And like you said, for people to have like an open mind, and there are people that are ready and willing to accept us. And as you mentioned, the different faces. If you say something first, because sometimes people are just they are shocked because maybe they've never seen us, but it's not like you said. Like they're like, "Ooh, I don't like them" or whatever. And so you may get
Yeah.
those have those stone faces, or they may be looking like they're mean mugging because that's just
No.
their face. Um, but like you said, if you say something to them like hi or something, then many times what I've experienced is changes from like the mean mug or the angry angry looking faces what some people say
Right.
into like a big smile or grin.
Yes, it's so crazy how just I feel like a smile, even though I understand communication is a big factor in it as well too. But a smile is a universal language.
Yes.
No matter where you go, even if you don't speak the language, if you're just visiting a country, if you just smile, a smile is a universal language. Like point hands down, point blank, period. That right there will just, um, shut down a lot of these stereotypes, and a lot more people be more open to you if you just simply smile, even if you don't know how to say hi in their native tongue, and vice versa. Because, like I said, the language barrier is a big deal, and um, just a smile, very simple. That right there would just, you know, negate a lot of, you know, I guess reading reading the reading the other person's body language wrong, because there have been many times where I hear stories of people who are like, well, this person was staring at me, I was staring at them, we were having a staring match. I was like, well, who won? It's like you know what I'm saying, like, who won? I mean, because a lot of people forget you're not at home, you're in their country, hands down, point blank, period. You're in their country. So if they're staring at you, let them stare. Let them stare at your magnificence. That's how I look at it, at least.
Yeah.
And because to them, you're like a freaking, like, kraken, like, sort of boogeyman. Well, not really boogeyman, but kind of like those urban legends, like black people, like, urban legends sort of thing. And I feel like we're like an urban legend out here until they actually see us. But when they see us, it's not of they're scared. It's
Yeah.
more of curiosity.
Hmm. Yes, 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 yes. I love it
And
when
I've come to really, really love Thai people. I really do love them. I have a great landlord. That's one thing too. Another tip: if you move into a place, make sure you have a good landlord to take care of you. That is key over here, because your landlord, they can speak Thai, obviously, and they are Thai, and it'll just make your whole move and settling in transition period a lot more easier, because like I said, I've been here for a little less than 2 months, and I was sick, I was moving, and then I had to travel for work, so I was busy, I was doing a lot of things.
Mhm.
And having a good landlord and a good support community, also my friend too,
Mhm.
she helped me with the move as well too, because she hired one of her own people to help with the move, who had a pickup truck. So, like, you know how we be having like moving companies and stuff, they have them over here too, but all you gotta do is pay somebody 3,000 baht, which is like $60. They have a pickup truck, put all your boxes in the pickup truck and move you down the street. That is what's up. So that's one thing. Have a good landlord. Make sure your landlord takes care of you. Let me tell you something. My landlord is amazing. Any problems I have, he immediately responds within 5 minutes via text,
Wow.
and he will get a electrician, a maintenance person, or whoever he needs to get to come over here and fix whatever problem. And also to be open with your landlord if you have any problems or issues, because when you move out, you are going to want to get your deposit back.
Yeah.
So make sure when you first move in, take pictures of everything. Let your landlord know. Test all the lights, test the
Mhm.
TV. If you have a TV, test your lights, test your toilet, test everything before you sign that contract. And then let your landlord know, hey, one of the lights in the kitchen isn't working. Like, make a list of what's not working. If you have a good landlord, he or she is going to take care of that for you.
Mhm.
So having a good landlord is very, very key. And I'm blessed that I've had great landlords the past 3 years I've been here. Thank God.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, thank you so much for showing your apartment, and I want to give a shout out to Tiffany for joining us. I know Tiffany is actually looking to move,
Hey,
like this year. Yes, yes.
Tiffany.
I think this is great for her. She's enjoyed it, and in the comments we got OMG, awesome. Your view, the view.
Yes, thank you. That view is I will say that's what really sold me on the place is the huge cathedral like window and the view of the city at night over here on this side of the river. It's gorgeous. I love it. And also too there's a lot of nice little riverside bars as well too. Obviously some a I'm not an alcoholic. I just like to, try different beers and different bars. And Thailand is slowly up and coming craft beer scene, which is actually not bad.
Oh, and Tiffany said that she was like, ah. Tiffany's like, ah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So glad you can join us, Tiffany.
Yes, yes, yes. So I see the information. She was saying that it's good to know, like she said there that you share. So I think this has been very helpful. And
Yes.
before we go, because I know we've been here for a little while, I wanted you to share a little bit more about your business for people to know.
Oh, okay, yes. So the reason why I started my business, I kind of started it, not kind of, I started it for us, by us, FUBU sort of style. Because I've noticed and this is facts, I noticed in the Facebook groups and the line groups I'm a part of, the Chiang Mai line group or the Bangkok line group, a lot of
Mhm.
people were asking, hey, where can I get shea butter? Do anybody have any
Yeah.
shea butter or any like avocado butter or anything like that? I've always made my own butters, like my own skin butters and hair butters and oils because I have eczema.
Hmm.
And it really took a turn for the worse when I was at my first deployment and my skin, like just my arms, broke
Hmm.
out so bad. And I was like, what's going on? And I don't like taking steroid cream. It does help. I'm not going to deny that. But I just didn't want to take the steroid cream. I just wasn't feeling it. So I
Yeah.
decided to use some shea oil and I had some butter, like solid
Hmm.
shea butter and shea oil. And I was like, you know what? Let me, let me melt this together, mix it up, and see what I can come up with. And then also, too, I did my research and heard that peppermint and or tea tree oil works really well as too. Kind of cools the burn because it's kind of like because eczema I get it in patches, like
Hmm.
bumpy patches, and it burns.
Uh-huh.
So in order to cool it, you have to use either tea tree or peppermint oil. At least that's what it said on Google. So I decided to mix everything together with some water to hope to seal in the moisture, and it worked. So ever since then, I haven't had really any flare ups. So during those years, ever since from 2011, during my first deployment, until now, 2019, I've been making my own butters and oils. So I noticed there was a need in the group for over here. Like, there's no butters for body butters or hair butters or oils. So I decided, you know what? I have all this supplies because, like I said, I make my own stuff. I have everything here from sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, avocado butter, mango butter. I have everything. Okay.
Yeah.
I decided to go ahead. You know what? Let me go ahead and create Meow Meow Smooth Butters.
Oh.
So I decided to, start like just basically start it and basically support our community,
Mhm.
for what we need for our hair and skin, but also too it's for everybody.
Yeah.
And everything is USDA certified, organic. Because obviously, I'm not gonna sell something if I don't use it. You know what I'm saying? That makes no
Yeah.
sense. And you see, my
Yeah.
skin is flawless. You see, my hair. I have dreads up in a ponytail. I use this
Yeah.
even on my own hair. So this is one batch I normally use, and also too, I do have a little paw print on the inside. That's how you know it's Meow Meow Smooth Butters. It's certified.
Cute.
And thank you. And then this is what the whip butters look like. They're actually whipped right
Nice.
there. Thank
Nice.
you. Yeah. And this is the ingredients in the back. I made these little. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
There we go.
Vitamin C, vitamin E.
Yes.
Also, it's all natural.
It's all natural and it's whipped, made with solid butters because all my butters I get, butters come solid form. And then of
Yeah.
course I have my oils like grapeseed, vitamin C, vitamin E, vegetable glycerin, jojoba oil, all that. And then I just mix it. I have people fill out an order form. It's basically a Google Doc. And
Mhm.
people just click what they want, what type of butter they want, what type of oil they
Oh,
want mixed with it. And then there you go. You get a nice whipped body and or hair butter. And you can use it on your hair. You can use it on your skin. It's all natural. And
mhm,
also, too, I have little recyclables. Since these are glass,
mhm. Okay.
they're very recyclable. So if you reuse it, if you reuse your glass jar, you get anywhere between 15 to 20 to 25 Thai baht off your next order. So
Ah,
that's one way to, help reuse the jars. And also too, since I am a all natural company and I have glass jars, that's why I did this. So I could, so people can reuse their jars and it'll motivate them to reuse their jars so they can get money off their next order. And I also have Meow Meow's oils as well too. And this is some of the oils I do have right here, if you can
mhm.
see:
Okay.
avocado, coconut, and sweet almond.
Wow, that's
And you can use
nice.
this, yeah, and you can use this during the day, at night, on your hair and skin, and they're little
Mhm.
droppers. And I also
Nice.
have 1 ounce little oil pumps as well too, if you want to do a quick oil or whatever. The
Mhm,
reason why I have them in these sizes, I do have bigger size like 5 ounce, 8 ounces, and stuff like that for the jars,
mhm.
is because a lot of us travel. A lot
Yeah,
of us are over here, we traveling, and it's good to just put this on a carry-on and
yeah.
go. You have your 4 ounce jar, you have your 2 ounce oil. There you go, boom, get on the plane and go. You ain't got to check in no bag. So, and also I do offer 2 ounce jars as well too.
Mhm.
So, I started this because a lot of us, I saw the need for it in the group over here. So I said,
Yeah.
why not? I came home last year in September because I was gone for a month for work and to visit friends and family back home in the States.
Mhm.
And when I got back home, it was October, and I was just sitting around. And I said, let me play with this here. And so
Mhm.
now it's, what is it, May, and
Mhm.
already my products have reached to Vietnam, to Ho Chi Minh. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm slowly but surely trying to make my footprint because, like I said, this is a little side hustle. And one thing a lot of people need to realize: if you want to do a little side hustle like singing,
Mhm.
comedian, whatever outlet that you need or side hustle that you want or need, you can do it out here.
Yeah.
Now if you want it to be a legitimized business, then hey, you can go through the hoops and all that stuff. I'm not doing it because, me personally, if I wanted to own a business, a certified business out here and turn Meow Meows, I mean, I could do it, but
Mhm.
I'm just going to say it like it is. I don't want to hire locals because if you own a business, say if you want 3 employees, 2 of them have to be locals. One of them can or has to be a Westerner.
Yeah.
I don't want to hire locals. I want to hire all black people. I'm sorry. Well, actually, no, I'm not sorry. I want to hire all black people because I've noticed over here since living in Asia, they is really about them, and
Yeah.
I can respect that. I really can respect that. They hire their own people. They do their own thing, and the dollar stays longer in the Asian economy or the Asian, background longer than in the black community, and
Mhm.
that boggles my mind. And so I was like, well, if everyone's hiring their own people, why can't I hire my own people? So my mother, who is a scientist, she helped me with like a lot of the butters because, like I said, it is a science. Like, you just can't put everything in a pot and said, okay, I'm gonna mix it and sell it to people. No, you have to actually have scientific facts. And having my mother having that scientific background, um, it's
Mhm.
really, really nice to hear her input as well. Like, hey, maybe you should mix vitamin C in a lot of your butters because that can extend the shelf life. I was like,
Yeah.
well, thank you, mother. Like, so it's really nice to having my family come in and help me as well. Because,
Mhm.
I have my mother, like I mentioned earlier, who's a scientist, I have my dad, who's also an IT engineer. So it's
Mhm.
really nice to get his input on how to market it. So I'm not only just hiring our people, but also too, I'm getting input from my family who has a very diverse background, educated background as well too. So
Mhm.
yes, that's my little side hustle is meow meow smooth butters and oils. If you want to reach out to me, I know the Gmail tag is on there. Like
Mhm.
that's my company like little email, and I love supporting the Black people here in Asia. So I'm looking to get my footprint out there more. So I'm starting an Instagram soon, and hopefully people will come out and support, like, because shea butter is needed out here. Mango butter, avocado butter, sweet almond butter. I even have jojoba butter, honey. Okay.
So
Yes.
I just have a question. Is the mango butter made from mango? Like real mango?
Yeah, it's actually made for the mango nut.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
or that little nut that you try to cut around, but then like you can't really cut around
Yeah.
it no more. But if you boil it off, it's it's like a nut. I'm not gonna say it's actually a nut. It's like similar to a nut, but if you melt it down. Oh my god, I want to say that's my favorite butter to use because it's light. Shea butter is nice, but shea butter is heavy. It's a
Mhm.
heavy butter.
Yeah.
I like mango butter because we over here in Southeast Asia, I sweat, so I like to use it. I like to use it. I like to use mango butter like on my skin. For my dreads, I use oils. I don't really use butters to moisturize my scalp and my dreads because, like I said, I like to keep everything very light. Because I do
Mhm.
work out as well too. I do Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and do running. So I got to keep these oils, the scalp very light and very breathable. So I can't put a lot of heavy butters and stuff on there. But my favorite is avocado, which has a lot of omega 3s, which is really great for at night butter. My personal opinion, and you mix it with like maybe I have my own butters that I have personally. I'm not gonna share them, but I have my own hair oil, body butters that I use personally. I'm not gonna share my recipes, but I do make personalized butter. So Meow Meow butter is on the order form. You can personalize however you want. All my oils is up there. I have 18 oils you can choose from
Okay.
scented oils to non-scented, from lemon, lavender, grapeseed, olive. I mean, I even have rose oil. Okay, I even have turmeric oil. I have everything. And then my butters is just avocado, mango, shea, sweet almond, jojoba, and cocoon. Cocoon is a butter that is similar, has the same properties as cocoa butter. Cocoa
Mhm.
butter I do not have because that is a hard butter to work with. I'm still trying to figure that out. But in to substitute cocoa butter, I do have cocoon butter, which does come from the cocoon tree in India. So
Okay.
FYI. Yeah, because a lot of
Okay.
people don't know about that butter. Only
Yeah.
small amount of people know about that butter. It's spelled Kokum. Same properties as cocoa butter. Same everything.
Mhm.
So, but it's white instead of the yellow orange that we're used to. It's a white butter. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. And
Hmm.
I just want to give a shout out to New Ying too. New Ying is from Chiang Mai, so
Oh hey, what's up, Tay My Crew? What's up? I
she put some smiles here.
know. Yes. What's up, Black Packers? Love it.
Awesome. So I had your information going across the screen a little bit earlier, but if you would like to just tell them verbally how they can contact you, if they would like to ask you questions or want to reach out to you about your butters and your oils, because again, like you were saying, um, is sometimes that's something difficult to find when you're in the other countries, and it's not just Thailand. Like you said, you're reaching in Vietnam. There are people in China.
Hmm.
There are people in the Middle East, and they want to know where to come
Everybody.
coming from, and they want to support you as well. So if you can, like, just tell them how they can contact you.
Okay, well, if you guys are ever in Southeast Asia, and I am the butter plug. Okay, you can reach out to me on my email at Gmail. It's meow, like the cat meow. It's meow meow, which is basically this meow meow MEOWM30W butters,
Mm-hmm.
like this,
Mm-hmm.
at gmail.com. If you want to reach me on Instagram, I will.
Oh no. Okay, guys. Looks like we lost Sherese. Hopefully she'll be able to come back. Maybe it was like a sleight of hand there, so we'll wait for her to come back. But I thank you guys so much for joining us today. And again, her information will be going across the screen for you to reach out to her. We have her Gmail as well as her Instagram, which is at traveling to standstill, and Reddit at Ceiling Cat Watches Us. Okay. And again, this is World Border Breakers with Taiwanda Bason. And this edition of Lifestyles and Cribs Abroad was coming from Bangkok, Thailand, with Sherese Faulkner. So I'm going to wait like a little while longer to see if we'll get her back with us. Again, if you're watching this now, whenever you're watching it, wherever you're watching it, make sure that you jot your questions down, and there will be a replay. So you'll be able to watch us later, and we'll be able to see your comments and your questions then. So we'll be able to respond on the post. Now, it looks like Sharice is back with us.
Hey,
Sharice?
I'm so sorry. It just dropped. I don't know what happened. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. I was talking and I let your information go across the screen. But if you want to continue to share with
Yeah.
us. Hmm.
Okay. I apologize about that. Everyone. It's
It's
just
okay.
everything's dropped. So, to continue, did I finish with the Gmail? I'm not sure.
Yes, Gmail. I think you're going to get
Okay.
to Instagram.
Instagram. Please follow me Instagram. Let me tell you, I'm more of an Instagram person. I'm not on Facebook really that often. But anyway, Instagram is traveling to stand still, which is TRAV number 3 LING number 2 and stand still, all one word. And that's my Instagram handle. And on Reddit, I don't know a lot of people who's on Reddit unless you're an IT person like
Yeah.
myself. We're all on Reddit. But Reddit, it's Ceiling Cat, which is spelled with a K instead of a C. Ceiling KAT watches us. Ceiling Cat watches us. It's all one word. That's my Reddit handle if you want to reach out to me on Reddit. I have actually reached out. A couple of people have posted in Reddit in the Thailand subreddit or Bangkok subreddit about where are any black communities and stuff. And I have actually put them on and have actually met these people in person coming over here from Bangkok. So from the States and from Holland.
Hmm.
So if you're on Reddit, I'm on Reddit every day, all day. So that's a great way to get in contact with me as well too. If you're ever on Reddit, if not, Instagram is another great way, and my Gmail. I check those three daily.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Awesome, awesome. So I know a couple of people that are going to be moving to Thailand, actually Bangkok, within the next couple months. Actually, I think the first person will go there like next month. So I'm pretty sure if they watch this, and they'll probably meet you like while they're
A
there.
lot, a lot of a lot of the black folks in Bangkok know meow meow. So you just say, "Hey, meow meow." They're like, "Oh, you know, yeah, meow meow." So just say meow meow. People will. A lot of the black folks would know who meow meow is.
Meow,
But also too, next month, if you're going to be here next month, I don't know the exact date, but it's we are celebrating the our 2 year anniversary of the admin starting the Line group.
meow. Hmm.
And it's 2 year anniversary. It's gonna be a black and gold party. We're gonna be
Oh,
partying.
nice.
So if you are gonna be here next month, please let me know and I can add you to the group. If you want to come out and celebrate with us and meet all the beautiful melanated people over here, you're more than welcome to. And if you want to be friends, even if they're not black, everyone's invited. Everyone's invited.
So nice to know. And again, we want to thank you so much, Sherese, for sharing your lovely home with us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure. This is my first time doing this, so this is really, really fun.
You're very welcome. Thank you too. And for our viewers who joined us today, we want to let you know we appreciate you for joining us. And also those of you who will be tuning in later when you watch the replay, which will be available right after we finish. And again, you can put those questions or comments down and we can always check those later. Also, if you would like to reach out to me, if you're interested in being a part of Lifestyles and Cribs Abroad, or you have questions or want to see what I'm doing, you can reach me at TaiwandaBason.com. And also on Facebook and Instagram at Taiwanda Bason. Is there any closing advice you want to give to them, Sherese? Anything you want to leave them with, a thought or anything?
What I want to say is, if you're always thinking about it, just do it, because you don't want to ever be sitting there wondering what if. Just go out there and do. What's the worst that can happen? You're not gonna get killed. You're not gonna be soft for body parts. Don't you'll be okay. I feel safer walking the streets of Bangkok at 2 or 3 in the morning than I did back home in my native streets in DC, Northern VA. So go out there, see what's out there. Let me tell you, you will be open and received with open arms, both from the locals and your own Black community. And that's one thing I can say. I know a lot of people who want to move overseas, like, I'm considered the locals, which is fine. Be friends with the locals. But I feel like you need to have that balance as well, too, to, be friends, with your own people that you're used to back home. It's nice to have that balance, and it's nice to feel that connection to home, so that, you don't be completely homesick and you're not completely alone while living over here. So jump in, take it. And if you have kids, even better, because kids as well get that cultural experience. Me being a military brat, that's why I love living abroad. So I got that when I was young, and I'm doing it now at 32 years old. So if you have kids, definitely do it. Whenever I have my little mini me, I'm definitely taking them overseas. I don't care if they complain and whine, they coming. So and there's a lot of families over here too. A lot of families, and they love it over here. They love it, and the locals love little kids over here. Like it don't matter where you go in the world. People like little kids, so it don't matter. But it's really rare to see little Black kids. So whenever I do see a little Black, I'm like, oh my God, you so cute. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Okay, well, this has been an awesome time. So much information, so many nuggets that you shared here that I know is going to help like a lot of people, and a little bit of fun mixed in too. So, so again, thank you everyone for joining us. And just to piggyback off of what Sherese said, the statement I always say: until you go, you'll never know.
To be comfortable.
Yes. And so we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to you guys wherever you are. Have enjoyed your day or your night around the world, and we'll see you for the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.